Views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this video belong solely to me. Others featured in this video and other members of Inquiry then probably aren't as out there as I am.
I got a good one for you guys and gals today. Today, we're going to be going over human hybrid programs or alien hybrid programs. Basically, people who are being abducted by extraterrestrials and having their DNA used to create human ET hybrid children, whether that be through forced insemination on women or dudes getting that jingle juice taken and experimented with non-consensually. No good. But with that being said, I don't want this video to be like a fear narrative. Fear the aliens, man. That's what the man in Hollywood want.
Inquire within.
Inquire within.
Inquire within.
Reveal the UFO cover-up.
Revealing the entire UFO cover-up. Okay, they're gonna reveal it one song at a time. You dig?
They're sending all the fans who sign up for a mailing list a stack of real fucking government UFO files.
It's powerful when you stay active and civil. And don't give up. Don't give up on making the life that you want to see.
For your safety, put on the tinfoil hat.
So yeah, yesterday I bought the documentary Extraordinary, The Seeding, and it has a bunch of really brave people who have come forward to share their stories and evidence that they are abductees who either currently still are or have been used in these experiments and the effect it's had on their life. A lot of these people do have physical evidence that this has been happening to them. It also has some well-known hypnotherapists in it, and for anyone who's familiar at all with like abductees and all that sort of stuff, is it's very common for screen memories to be put in place or memories to be wiped. And so typically going to like a licensed hypnotherapist is the way to go on recalling these memories. It also has like Richard Dolan in it, the OG of ufology. So yeah, let's get into this one. It's well, first actually let's go into some numbers. So some interesting numbers about percentages of the population who have been abducted or at least believe in extraterrestrials and that sort of thing. So not all that long ago, there's a big research group called Glocalities, where they specialize in doing really massive scale polls. And they polled across 24 countries almost 30,000 people on a few questions regarding extraterrestrials, and so they found that 61% of people believe that there's some form of life on other planets. 47% of people believe in the existence of intelligent alien civilizations, and 25% believe that the first form of life on Earth arrived here from another place in the universe, like panspermia. And of the 47% who believe that advanced alien civilizations exist, 60% say that humans should try to get in contact with these civilizations. Yes, you should. Use CE5 and contact those aliens. Also, currently in the US, this poll wasn't through Glocalities, 4 million Americans believe that they have been abducted by extraterrestrials, and 15% of those claim that they have been part of these hybrid programs. So that's about 600,000 Americans believe they have been part of these programs. So if you think you've been abducted or have had this happen to you, you are very far from alone, so don't feel too weird about it, alright? Also, I've done an ongoing survey of my band's fans, and so far what the numbers are showing is that, well, let's see, oh, gotta scroll, check out the pit here, gotta scroll down here. 66% of you Inquire Within fans have seen with your own eyes at least one UFO, and 10% of you claim to have been abducted before. So yeah, you're not alone. And okay, so with these programs, people are abducted, and then typically with women, they are either artificially inseminated or raped, and impregnated. And as this documentary shows, there are many women who, after waking up, feeling and having these weird memories and stuff, they actually are pregnant. And it also, some of these women are straight, some of these women are lesbian. And so, just like on the evidence side, there's lesbian women who have never had sex with a man who all of a sudden are pregnant. And it's like doctors telling them they're pregnant, you know? And I believe the number of months that was brought up for typically when the alien baby is taken is around 4 months while it's still a fetus. And so time and time again, these women have a miscarriage, but it's not a miscarriage. They have these memories of it being taken from them, and also have the scarring within them showing that something weird happened. And I'm not a biologist. I don't really know all that much about the insides of a lady's eggs and such, but in the documentary it goes into some crazy biological stuff. And then also with the dudes getting abducted and getting some of that, you know, get a little hanky-panky on the ship, and then all of a sudden you've got these human ET hybrid children. And it's a very emotional thing for all these people, so I'm not trying to make light of how serious this is. So there's many of these people have had encounters where they then got to meet their children years later, or one of the children, and how emotional of an experience it is. And a lot of it is like this feeling of like helplessness, because you have like this kid that it is your kid, but you're helpless in the fact that you can't do anything for the kid. You can't see the kid. You have no idea what's going on with your kid. Why was this kid made? What are they using this kid for? Is it all right? What the hell is happening? And so yeah, it happens with both the men and the women. And so then the question is, why? Why is this happening? I don't know. But is this evil? That's another question. Are these dark, evil entities doing this? And some maybe, some not maybe. I feel like it's not a yes or no for that necessarily. And Richard Dolan in the documentary, he brought up a good point of how throughout the course of humanity, we've altered plenty of species. We've made dogs more docile. We've done the same with sheep. We've done the same with cows. We artificially inseminate cows so we can get more of them. And is that evil that we've been doing that? Not really. Are the people doing it evil? Not really. I mean, you could go the vegan route and be like, hey, it's messed up that we're forcing cows to get pregnant so we can eat their children. Hey, I hope that's not happening to us. But also, it's like when it comes to crossbreeding dogs, is that evil? No, I don't think so. That we've taken this type of dog that has these personality and genetic traits, and this type of dog, got them together to, and we got a new dog. Maybe they're doing that with us. And if they're 1 billion years more advanced than us, maybe some of them are looking at us like a dog. I don't know, because we're definitely some smart, somewhat advanced beings. But I don't know, there's a lot of potentials and questions surrounding that. So let's see here. What else do I got written down in this article that you should read at inquirewithinofficial.com? Ding, 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 da, da, ding, ding, ding. Very important part. What do you do if this is currently happening to you, or has happened to you, or you feel like it might have happened to you? Talk to people. And I know there's a lot of fear of ridicule around that topic. But thankfully in this digital age, there's so many resources that you can go to, from various Facebook groups to, there's tons of people. The ufology community online across all the different social media sites is massive, and there are some of the nicest, most open people in there. For years I've been parts of all these different groups, and the things people share and the way people talk to each other and accept certain things, but also help people question themselves in a healthy manner. That's all good stuff. And I know for a lot of people, maybe their friends or family members aren't very open to this sort of stuff, so all of a sudden everyone in your life is going to think you're crazy and try to put you in like a loony bin or something. I know that's still a thing. Thankfully not so much anymore. More and more people are opening up to it. There's a couple resources that I think are good ones to check out. The first one is TESA, which is the Experiencer Support Association. Was a few months back or something, where a guy that I know who helps or works for this organization was telling me about it, and I went to their website, and they offer support groups and investigations, and also they have resources of different hypnotherapists that are part of this, so it's worth checking out. Their website is, I believe it's TESACAN.com. I'll link it in the bio, and it's also, a couple links of it are in my article, in case I said that wrong. Also, in the documentary, you are introduced to Geraldine Orozco. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. And she has been part of these programs and has some ET hybrid children out there and stuff. So she has firsthand experience in this sort of stuff. And she has started a website that's super in-depth in support groups and resources. So she herself, I believe, is a licensed hypnotherapist, and the credentials that she had posted for all sorts of different types of therapy and stuff on there, so she can in person or through Skype help you with that. And also she hosts regular support groups where you can go in person or also Skype in or Zoom in, whatever, some sort of online way to partake in these support groups. And yeah, so her website is hybridmother.com, and that's also linked in the article and all that good stuff. But the way I wanted to end this is, I don't want people to be afraid of aliens and afraid of trying to make contact of their own, because you're now all of a sudden worried that you're going to get the anal probe of doom and all of a sudden have your children taken from you. I would confidently say that the vast majority of encounters are extremely positive, and if aliens wanted to take us out, they could have snapped their fingers a long time ago and done that. Also, there's tons of reports of things like UFOs all of a sudden appearing over military bases, deactivating nuclear sites, doing all these things that if the vast majority of them were out to destroy us, I don't think this sort of stuff would be happening. And so, as always, I always refer to CE5, Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, Human-Initiated Contact, and how important it is for people to have their own personal sighting or visitation or contact, instead of waiting for the government to tell you, hey, there's UFOs. Because tons of government officials, tons, have already come forward publicly on video, on record. Congress, Senate, presidents, NASA astronauts. Who else do you want to come forward and tell you that this is happening? They've all already come forward and nothing's really changing. So the people need to have their own disclosure movement. There you go, Mr. McCrease. There's your shout out, etletstalk.com. Have your own encounter. It's super important for humanity because of the implications of how it can change the world by getting past that tipping point of mass contact. And like, think about it. If UFOs are coming here from however many light years away, they've obviously got free energy figured out. They've got faster than speed of light technology figured out. Get us off the fossil fuels. Oh, is that why it's covered up? Is it the fossil fuel industry and the banks? Hey, yeah. So, have your own close encounter. I've got posted links in this article for how you can learn more about close encounters of the fifth kind and how it ties into remote viewing, all this epic stuff where there is a lot of science behind it when you go into the remote viewing side of things, like legit science, like the government does it. So yeah, also these human alien hybrid programs would be close encounters of the seventh kind. So also check out my article going through the 7 types of human ET contact. Close encounters of the fifth kind is the dope kind. Close encounters of the seventh kind, really interesting, maybe not that dope for those involved, but it's super fascinating. So watch Extraordinary, the seeding. It's on basically all of the streaming services. I don't think it's on Netflix at the moment, but iTunes, Vimeo, I'm assuming you can probably rent it on YouTube. I've got their website linked. Check out the website, check out the trailer, check out the movie, rent the movie, buy the movie, don't pirate the movie, don't be a douche, quit pirating shit, even though I used to do that a lot. Then, yes, if you want some ET merch, UFO contact, CE5, you know, you can go to inquirewithinofficial.com and buy my stuff to help keep funding the album I'm making and all sorts of cool stuff. And like this shirt, this CE5 Human Initiated Contact shirt, which is in tank top, t-shirt, got sweatshirts. I got it all for you. So you conversation starters. Okay, so any other things to tell ya? I love ya. That's one thing to tell ya. Go tell someone you love them today. Do that. And then tell someone about aliens. Okay? Goodbye.
So if you want to know about aliens and UFOs and the government covering it up, then Inquire Within is where your ass need to be at.
With my karma completed, I've ended my suffering. Now I sit here on the mountain, dying one final time.